Hi, this is Michael Fiore, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to teach you a secret psychological loophole in the male mind that will make that one special man you've been dreaming of fall deeply and passionately in love with you and only you forever. I know it sounds impossible, but the simple and possibly even dangerous trick I'm going to reveal right now really will make any man you want so obsessed with you that he can't even think about another woman, so addicted to you that he actually craves you when you're not around, so loyal to you that he finds himself almost completely against his will, dreaming about the future he wants with you and only you, bending over backwards to make you happy, bragging about you to his family and his friends, and begging you to be his and only his. So how do I know this simple trick really does work? Because just 3 short years ago, it worked on me, and it's still working now as I get closer and closer to walking down the aisle and making that one special woman who flipped this switch in my brain mine forever. Who the heck am I, and why should you listen to every word I have to say? Well, my name is Michael Fiore. I'm an internationally known relationship expert. I've been on The Rachel Ray Show, Fox, WebMD, NBC, CBS Radio, Yahoo, tons of radio programs, tons of blogs. And beyond that, I'm an Amazon and Wall Street Journal best-selling author for my books like 6 Simple Tricks to Crack the Man Code and Make Him Beg to Be Your Boyfriend. But more important than all of that, I'm a man who is absolutely in love with a woman who I never saw coming and who I will never let go. And because of all that, what I'm about to tell you next is kind of embarrassing. Because before I became a relationship expert and the best male friend of tens of thousands of women, I was a guy, and not always a nice one at that. I've never talked about this in public before, but up until just 3 short years ago, I was a player and was emotionally dead inside because of it. I'd been in relationships before, but always felt trapped and never really committed to a woman, even though I thought I had. I know so much better now. When I was single, I dated and had sex with multiple women, often in the same week, and I swore I would never commit. I would never settle down. I would never even think about getting married. I thought I'd be happily single forever. And then I met her. This one indescribably attractive woman. At the time, I couldn't figure out why I was so drawn to her. It wasn't that she was beautiful, though she was and is beautiful. It wasn't that she was sexy, though she was and is very sexy. It wasn't confidence or anything that you read about in Cosmo. But there was something about this one woman that flipped a switch in my mind and instantly made every other girl at the party we were at, every other girl in the world, just disappear. I caught her eye from across the room, and even just the way she looked at me sent a jolt up my spine. Suddenly, I felt off balance, nervous, even a little scared. And even though I wanted to play it cool, I found myself drawn to her like a magnet. We talked for hours, and I found myself attentive like a puppy. We laughed and joked and flirted. And then I felt my throat go dry as she melted against me when we kissed. And suddenly, I found myself wanting it to just be a kiss, at least for then. I found myself taking it slow. And I knew right there, right then, that this was a woman I needed to take seriously. That very night, I broke things off with every other girl I was seeing without this one special, incredible woman even having to ask. And over the next few months, I found myself chasing her, seducing her, fantasizing about her, wanting her and only her. Until finally, months later, I felt this incredible joy well up in me when she finally agreed to be my girlfriend, to be the woman who will, a few months from now, be my wife. So I know you desperately want to know, what did she do that other women didn't? What made this one woman so irresistible? What did she do that made me so happy to be hers when I thought I didn't want to be anyone's at all? And how can you do the same thing to that one guy you have your eye on? Great question. And here's the answer that guys don't want me to tell you. In order to make a guy obsessed with you and truly committed to you and only you really only need to follow 3 simple steps this woman used on me. And these 3 steps I'm about to tell you have nothing to do with how you look, what dress size you have, how big your breasts are, how pretty you are, or anything like that. So what are the 3 steps? Well, step 1 is that you need to make a man know that you don't need him. As I've said many times, when it comes to men, neediness is the opposite of attraction. Most women either throw themselves at a guy or come across as aloof, cold, and unapproachable. Men are irresistibly pulled towards a woman who knows who she is, knows what she wants, and has no anxiety at all about whether a man loves her because she already loves herself. Step 2 is you need to plant a future seed in his mind. Unlike women, most men simply don't sit around thinking about the future or forever unless you make us the same way my fiancé did to me. When it comes to love, women want drama and excitement, but men want calm. And to truly primally attract a man so he would never settle for anyone else, you need to create an overwhelming feeling of calm contentment when you're around, the opposite of what so many women do by freaking out or using ultimatums. And step 3 is you have to make it his idea to pursue you, want you, and make you commit. As a guy, I can tell you, ultimatums always backfire and push men away. A man will only truly commit if he feels like he made his own choice to commit, and if he feels like he had to earn a woman. Now, this isn't about playing hard to get. That never worked on me. But once a guy makes a choice to truly be with a woman, he will fight for that love and that relationship more fiercely than anything else in his life. And if you follow these 3 steps, if you learn how to trigger this need to commit in his mind, suddenly the whole game of dating and love and relationships changes forever. Suddenly the guy who doesn't want to commit finds himself happily on one knee. Suddenly the boy you've been waiting for too long finally becomes the man you've wanted since you were a little girl. And suddenly you find yourself hunted, pursued, and wanted by real men. Tall, handsome, kind men who aren't just ready but are even desperate to give you the incredible love you want so much. Now, you might be wondering, Michael, that's amazing, but how do I actually do it? Exactly what do you do and what do you say to make a guy fall in love with you, become obsessed with you like my fiancé did to me? And the bad news is I can't tell you, but I can introduce you to a truly amazing woman who can. See, 6 months ago, my girlfriend, my fiancé, told me a secret that's going to change your life forever. We were lying in bed, laughing about when we fell in love years ago. I told her how I had felt more attracted to her than any other woman I'd ever met. And she admitted with a laugh and a smile that she'd used a simple set of techniques on me to sneak into the back of my mind and make me fall for her. Now, I wasn't mad, I was ecstatic. And I decided right there I had to meet the woman who taught her everything she knows. Now, when I first met Claire Casey, I didn't know what to think. She's not a model. She doesn't look or talk like anybody you've seen on TV. She doesn't look like the kind of woman with power over men. Claire is a 46-year-old soccer mom with 3 teenaged boys. She kickboxes in her free time and geeks out on Star Trek. But to a small group of women, like my girlfriend, she's been the secret weapon in the game of love. As I talked to Claire, she revealed a few simple secrets that blew my mind, and an understanding of men I simply couldn't believe. During our conversation, she taught me about the 6 subtle forces that drive men from the inside, and how women can subtly tweak these forces to drive men to incredible emotional ecstasy. How men secretly yearn for commitment and marriage, and how to turn that yearning into a truly primal need where he'll do anything to make you his. Why beauty is actually only the 3rd most important thing to men, and how women can be radiantly attractive to men without makeup or killing yourself at the gym, and much, much more. Now, when our conversation was over, I wasn't happy. I was depressed. I thought of the thousands of women out there who desperately needed to know what only Claire could teach them, the thousands of women who kept falling into bad relationships and needed a hand from her to dig their way out and finally discover what real love from a man felt like. The thousands of women who deserved a relationship like what I had with my girlfriend. The thousands of men who were just waiting for the right girl to figure this stuff out and give him the happiness he wants so much, but could never admit to. So I did something I'm not proud of, but that I don't regret at all. I begged. I went to Claire and I begged her to let me share with the world what she knew about men and love and dating and getting a guy to truly commit. And at first, she refused. She didn't want to be famous. She didn't want to go on TV or anything like that. It was only after I promised that she could keep her privacy that she agreed. Over the next few months, I worked with Claire to pull every secret, every technique, every trick and idea out of her. Secrets like the 7 unconscious obstacles women put up that hide you from the man of your dreams, and how to finally attract him like a beacon of light in the night. The perfect man list, and what most women leave off the list that dooms them to misery, breakup, loneliness, or divorce. How a woman can instantly stop negative self-talk, and how to regain your composure and even your love for yourself in just seconds, and so much more I'm very excited to share with you. Because now, finally, I'm ecstatic to present Claire Casey's Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever. Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever is a step-by-step, almost done-for-you online program that teaches you how to crawl into a man's body, mind, and soul and make him not just fall in love with you, but to actually commit to you on a deep, primal level he can barely understand himself. Marcella says, I am so excited and happy. Thanks to you and your amazing tips, I turned around a bad situation with my man, and we got back together last night. Men are so simple when I do what you say. I love it. Marcy says, this was exactly what I needed in my situation. Your advice is right on target and works so well. I am recommending Capture His Heart to all my girlfriends. I am so grateful I found you. Pamela says, your advice is simply amazing. I need to write a story about my experience outplaying the players. And Sarah says, I feel like I have superpowers. Suddenly men make sense. I can't believe how differently men are treating me now, or how easy this dating thing seems. Thank you. Now, as you can see from those testimonials, this material is powerful and life-changing. It's the magic key to finally getting off the relationship roller coaster and finally getting the man you deserve. Or to finally waking up the man you have now to the powerful, intelligent, beautiful woman he has standing right in front of him. Here's just a tiny taste of what you'll learn and how your life will change if you're one of the lucky few to enroll in the program today. First, you're going to discover the Hunter Principle, why strong, wonderful men actually need to feel like they're chasing you and have earned you before they'll even consider committing, and how to use subtle psychological triggers in a man's mind to instantly transform yourself into the one irresistible woman he'd crawl over broken glass to have in his arms. Always wondered how to get a guy to talk to you? Using Claire's almost magical gateway technique, you'll open the door for amazing men to approach you, flirt with you, and beg to take you out. You'll never have to worry about approaching a guy on your own or hoping he'll get the hint again, as you develop this almost magical power to draw any man you want to you like a dog chasing after a frisbee. You're going to learn how to seduce any man with your eyes so he feels hot under the collar and inspired to come after you without you having to say a single word. You'll discover the lighthouse method of standing out and making yourself the single most irresistible woman in any room. You'll be shocked at how you can demand a man's focus and have him magically drawn to you, even if you're 10 years older and 20 pounds heavier than the little girls these guys used to fall for. You'll discover the actual truth about men's minds, what men are really thinking when they meet you, and how to stun a guy by showing that you understand his secret needs, desires, and fears better than any woman he's met in his life. Now, are you sick of being hit on by guys who just aren't good enough? Claire's going to teach you her bigger fish technique that instantly repulses cheaters and players, so you never have to waste time with them again. You'll learn why guys lose interest after you've had sex with them, and how to keep a guy 110% focused on you as his absolute dream woman. Now, learn this, and you'll never make the mistake of sleeping with a guy to make him like you again, and will be amazed at how much more passionate, connected, and present a guy is with you when you do decide to go to the next level. You'll learn what commitment really means to a man. It's different than what it means to you, no matter what he tells you. How to instantly defeat his fear of commitment and have a guy actually fantasizing about spending the rest of his life with you. How to know if a guy is marriage material. The 10 simple questions to ask yourself to know if a guy is worthy of the amazing new you, or if you're just settling, and much, much more than I have time to list out here. So many tools, so many ideas, so many lessons. Now here's my promise to you. Just go through, capture his heart, and make him love you forever. Listen to what Claire has to teach you. Learn to understand how men actually work. And you'll be amazed at how your entire relationship with men transforms overnight. In fact, if you're like a lot of women, you're going to feel like you suddenly have a superpower. The power to attract any guy you want. The power to finally make that one guy you've wanted so long not just notice you, not just want you, but actually need you and only you so deep in his bones. Honestly, I can't wait until you feel what it's like to really have control and power in the game of love. To know with 100% certainty what men want and that only you can give it to them. To have your pick of handsome, tall, successful, wonderful guys. To finally have that one guy want you as much as you've wanted him for so very long. Now just imagine this for a minute. Imagine all the anxiety and fear and disappointment and anger you feel around guys right now just disappearing, almost like magic. Imagine the anxiety and the sadness and the feeling that you're not good enough finally fading away. Imagine the fear of it being too late for you to find real love, or that you should just settle, draining away like water. Imagine what it would be like to know you had the secret code to a guy's heart and the almost magical ability to inspire him to love you more than he's loved anyone ever before. Would that feel good? Would that feel amazing? Okay, I think you can feel how much you want this, how much you want the love and the security that's right around the corner. So let's get to brass tacks and talk about the special enrollment fee I've got for you just for taking part in this presentation. It's going to shock you. First, though, I've got some bad news. Now, Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever is legitimately a $197 training program, a system that women go through. It's priced at $197 because of the depth of the training and because of the results you're going to get with Claire. And also because I only want women who are truly ready to be in an incredible relationship with the right man to enroll. But because you took part in this presentation today, I want to do something very special for you. So here's the good news. First, I'm going to cut your enrollment fee in the program from $197 to just $97. That's less than $100 to finally get the guy phase of your life handled, to finally have your Mr. Right sweep you up in his arms and never let you go. And here's the best news you've heard all week. The news that's going to change your love life forever and finally get you the real love you deserve. If you've watched this far through this presentation, I know it's because you want this. You want a relationship like the one I have with my soon-to-be wife, like the one Claire has with her husband. You want a relationship where you wake up every day in love, where you roll over and look into his eyes and see how much and how desperately he adores you. And I want that for you too. So honestly, what I'm about to do is a little bit selfish. See, as a guy, I want more women out there who know what Claire has to teach. I want more women out there who understand men. I want more men who get to experience what it's like to have a relationship like the one I have, thanks to Claire. And the only way I can do that is by making this program so affordable that you'd feel stupid for not grabbing it. So, for as long as this video is up, and it could come down at any time, I'll let you have Claire Casey's Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever, not for $197, not for $97, heck, not even for $67. Nope. If you act right now, you'll get the complete training for just one single payment of $47 today. Plus, just to make this a no-brainer for you, I'll flat out give you these 3 bonuses at no additional charge. First, you're going to get Claire's incredible Dump Radar worksheet. Just use this simple tool to know, without a doubt, when a man starts to pull away, and exactly how to bring his attention, his passion, and his love instantly back to you. Second, you'll get the Man of Your Dreams checklist. Listen, once you master what Claire has to teach you, you're going to know what it's like to have your choice of incredible men. Using this simple checklist, you'll figure out exactly who you should give your love to and what seemingly great guys really aren't worth your time. And third, you're going to get Magnetically Attract Wonderful Men with Matthew Hussey. This is a secret guy-to-guy interview I did with the UK's top dating coach, Matthew Hussey, where he reveals his simple but powerful tricks for getting guys to approach and even chase you. And all of this is yours absolutely free if you enroll in Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever right now, plus 5 or possibly 6 additional bonuses I'm not even going to tell you about right now. Now, I don't want to be mean here, but this could be your last chance to get the man and the love you deserve. I think we both know women who never figure this relationship thing out, who end up old and bitter and angry at the men they settled for, who never gave them the love they wanted so much, women who spend their lives pining for the guy who got away, or who end up completely alone with no love in their lives at all. I don't want you to be one of those women. You can have that one special guy. You're Mr. Right. You're one. All you have to do is click the button below this video to enroll in the program right now, to find out yourself how easy it is to become irresistible to that one guy you so desperately want, to open the door to the love and the life you've wanted for so long. And of course, you're backed up by Michael Fiore's risk-free, no loopholes, 100% money-back guarantee. Here's how this works, and all you have to do. Just say maybe to capture his heart and make him love you forever. Go through the program. Listen to what Claire has to teach you. Do the homework. Go through the modules. Use your amazing new insights into men and experience for yourself how guys just look at you and treat you differently once you put this into action. If for any reason at all you decide this program isn't for you, just contact Maggie in our customer support department anytime in the next 8 weeks, and we'll refund your money as quickly as we can. Why am I willing to be so generous with this guarantee? Because I want this for you. I want you to feel what real love and real commitment with a real man feels like. I want you to have the easy, passionate relationship you deserve. And all you have to do is click the button below. But it's decision time. And this really could be the most important decision of your life. See, you're at a crossroads right now, and you've really just got two options. Option one is for you to leave this page, ignore that feeling deep in your heart, go back to the yearning and the heartbreak you have now, a life where men are confusing, where you pine over that great guy who just doesn't seem to notice you, where you give your heart to the wrong men and end up bruised and beaten and sad. You can do that if you want to, but if you've watched this far into this video, you know what you're doing now just isn't working. You can feel yourself yearning for more, and you deserve more. Which brings us to option two. Take one tiny action today that will have an incredible impact on the rest of your life. Simply click the button below right now, enter your credit card information, and dive in to Claire's incredible program. Feel the change in yourself as you wake up to the truth about men and the truth about love. Transform the way you look at dating and relationships. Become that one irresistible beacon the man you've dreamed of for so long can't resist. The beacon he chooses not to resist because you're everything he's always wanted. Again, all you have to do is click the button below. Enroll in the program. Find out for yourself what Claire has to teach you. Experience for yourself what it's like to finally understand men and finally have an incredible relationship. The same way my girlfriend, my fiance, who I recently asked to marry me, I'm excited to make mine forever, used on me. To finally make me realize that I didn't want to be single. I didn't want to be a player. I didn't want every woman in the world. I just wanted one woman who would become my world. Thank you so much. Now, are you still here? Let me just answer some questions you might have about myself, about Claire Casey, about the Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever program, so you can make an informed decision about whether or not you should enroll. This is a very powerful program. It's an in-depth program. It's got quite a few modules to it, homework. It's transformative. It's built to help you transform your dating life, your relationship life forever. And it'll work whether you're 20 years old or whether you're in your 40s or your 50s or your 30s. I would say that the majority of women who enroll in this program are actually women who are in their 30s or in their 40s. Many are divorced. Many are women who tried to do the love thing the easy way, quote unquote, the way they were told it was supposed to work, and came back later and realized, no, this is a skill, something you have to do. So let's just get into the questions. Regina asks, Michael, can this program help me get my ex-boyfriend back? And now, Regina, that's a great question. That's a very common one. We get very many women who write into us and say, God, I let him go and I want him back more than anything. And what this program will teach you is the truth about men and how to really make a man fall back in love with you or fall deeper in love with you. So the answer, I guess, is just yes. There are other programs out there built specifically around getting an ex back, but this will teach you the truth about men that you can use on either your ex-boyfriend or that you can use on other men in the future if you decide that your ex-boyfriend is not who you actually want to be with. Tina asks, this sounds amazing, but I'm already in a relationship with a guy. Can I still use this stuff? Now, Tina, the answer is yes. Much of Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever does talk about dating situations. But if you want a relationship to last forever, which I do personally, part of the key there is to keep dating this man long term, to keep him chasing you long term, to keep him wanting you and desiring you, to keep from falling into complacency. We get very many women who write into us and say, hey, I use this program with my husband. I use this program with my boyfriend, and I can't believe how differently he's treating me all of a sudden. The guy who used to take me for granted is all of a sudden standing up. He's asking me out on dates. He's, treating me like the woman I want to be treated. So yes, the answer is yes. Mara asks, I really want this, but I want to make sure it's safe. How does your guarantee work? Now, Mara, I totally understand that question. It's a question I would have myself if I was in your situation. It can be a little scary just buying things online. Now, I will say right now, thousands of women have enrolled in this program already. And we use a system called ClickBank to process our orders. Now, ClickBank processes thousands of orders a day. They're a very well-known company. They have a great reputation, and I guarantee that it's safe when you go there. Now, when you actually make your purchase, it's not going to say Michael Fiore. It's not going to say Digital Romance. It's not going to say Capture His Heart on your credit card statement. It's going to say ClickBank on it. It'll have the charge for $47 on there, and you'll be completely taken care of and completely safe. But again, I totally understand where you're coming from. But ClickBank has been around, I think, almost as long as Amazon. And they're a similar kind of system in this way. They're basically a processing company that handles all that stuff so I can focus on content and working with wonderful women like Claire. Lisa asks, I understand this is Claire's program, but do we get anything from you? Yeah, actually, Lisa, you get quite a bit from me, actually. One of the things when we worked on this program was I wanted to make sure we over-delivered on the entire thing. I wanted to make sure that anyone who enrolled in Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever would get more than they paid for, would get more than they actually bargained for. So there's quite a few things that you're going to get. You're going to get various interviews that I did with Claire. You're going to get various other pieces of material that I prepared along the way. I'm very much involved in what's going on in this program. And what I do most of the time is Claire will interview me and will use me to get the male perspective on the material that she's actually presenting. So yeah, it is Claire's program. She's brilliant. She's probably a genius when it comes to this relationship stuff, but I am involved as well. Mary asks, what's going to show up in my credit card bill? Great question, Mary. I think I answered it before a little bit, but it's going to come from ClickBank. It won't say anything about relationships or love. If you have a husband who you share a credit card statement with, you can tell him it's anything. You can tell him it's a weight loss thing. You can tell him it's a book. You can tell him whatever you want. It's not going to sound like it's a relationship thing. Ashley asks, how do I get the program? Is something sent to my house? Great question, Ashley. Now, we live in the digital age, and one of the things that I'm really excited about is how we deliver this program. Capture His Heart and Make Him Love You Forever is an online training program. So the way it works is you're going to enter your credit card information on the next page. You're going to enroll in the program. You'll be sent an email with your login information for our site. Now, it's kind of a membership site, but don't worry about like a monthly membership fee or anything like that. For this program, you pay your enrollment fee once, and that's all you pay. There's no additional charges, no hidden charges, no nothing like that. We just don't work that way. But you will get a login, and you'll get access to the Capture His Heart community with thousands of women in it, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, more and more enroll every single day. Women who talk to each other, who support each other. Many folks who enroll say that just having access to all these other women, plus Claire herself, is worth the price of admission itself. Now, one of the reasons we do this online thing is because it allows us a few things. One, it means you can access the program from your computer, you can access it from your iPad, you can access it from your phone, anything that's connected to the internet. You'll be able to log in whenever you want and digest the information whenever you want. And the actual program, there's written modules, there are worksheets and homework pieces that you're going to use to actually help improve yourself and understand men more. There's audio interviews, there's audio transcripts of the written stuff, and there's even videos with Claire where she goes a little bit deeper into some of the principles that she talks about. You're really going to enjoy it. Once we started presenting our material this way, we saw that a lot more women were getting even better results, the interactivity. We know that women learn in different ways. Some women are very much visual. They want to see a video. Some are very much focused on text or audio. So we actually create all of this stuff so you can really digest this stuff however you want. Plus it means that when we add more stuff, because we do add more stuff, we add additional bonuses, we just like giving more material, we don't have to worry about shipping it all out to you. You can simply go online and it's right there. Sarah asks, I just want to meet a great guy. It seems like the guys I attract end up hurting me again and again. I've almost given up. Can you help me? Sarah, I sympathize with you. We get this kind of question a lot. It's one of the reasons we create this kind of program. Yes, we can help you. We can help you understand the pattern that you've fallen into. Sometimes, women will come to me and they'll say, Michael, it seems like every guy I've ever attracted is an asshole. And does that mean there's something wrong with you? No. But it does mean that the signal you're putting out is attracting the wrong kind of men. You're baiting the wrong kind of men. As a guy, when I was single, I would meet with women who would do that. I would meet women who would put out these signals that seemed like, wow, she almost makes me want to be an asshole to be with her. And we'll teach you how to stop doing that. We'll teach you how to have the self-esteem to actually attract a great guy, to finally attract the guy you've been looking for so long, to finally attract the prince you've wanted for so long. And Teresa asks, who shouldn't buy this program? Teresa, that's a great question. And I will say this, you shouldn't buy this program if you hate men. If you're addicted to being a victim, if you're addicted to having bad relationships, if you find yourself only being happy in love when things are wrong, when you're fighting, when you're testing each other, when you're being vicious to each other, then it's not for you. But if you're ready for a change, if you're ready to be happy, if you're ready to actually understand men for who they really are and to be with men for who they really are, this is for you. This is what you've been looking for. This is what's going to transform your life and your love forever. And again, all you have to do to enroll is click the button below. Just click that button below. You'll be brought to a page to confirm your order. You'll enter your credit card information, and you'll be inside the Capture His Heart lessons within a few minutes from now. You'll be able to start up on the first module, get into it, start doing your homework, meeting people, learning more about Claire, learning more about what you're going to get, and experiencing what it's really like to understand men. This is a final personal note. This is a really important program for me. I didn't write most of the material for this program, but the reason that I am doing this video, the reason that I am so passionate about helping Claire get this out there is because of what she did for me. When I met my girlfriend, who became my fiance, who's going to be my wife, I really never thought I'd get married. I never thought I'd be the kind of man who'd be like, yes, I want to be with this one woman forever. And my girlfriend, my fiance, under Claire's tutelage, changed that for me forever. The few little tricks that she used to make it seem like commitment wasn't a scary thing. It wasn't a sacrifice, but it was something wonderful. I can't be more grateful for that. And I want you to be able to give that to the man of your dreams as well. So all you have to do is click the button below, enroll in the program, use it. Have the confidence in yourself. You have nothing to lose. You're backed up by our guarantee. And I can't wait to hear about your success, like the thousands of other women we've heard from already. Again, I've been Michael Fiore. For myself and for Claire Casey and for the entire Digital Romance team, I want to thank you for your time. And I really, sincerely hope you will give yourself the opportunity to experience what love is supposed to be like. Bye-bye.